What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode. I owe you guys an episode because I went ahead and forgot to film last week, so I figured I was gonna film this last week. I'm gonna film it this week. Anyways, quick little update. I don't know if you guys have been following along, but I got an ATM location about like 2 months ago, right? It was recommended to me through like a referral based on like my last ATM location. So it's been 2 months, going on 3 months. The end of this month is gonna be 3 months, which is 1 week left. This is like the end of August, but that location has pretty much been there for the last 90 days, give or take, right? So for the last 90 days, let's see how much it's actually made. Because like I tell people, not every single location is made the same, and not every single location is going to be one of the best locations ever. And these are just like real numbers that you want to go ahead and see, because again, like there's a lot of people out there that go ahead and give you a bunch of like fluff on like, okay, how much money can you really make in an ATM and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and share these numbers with you. Like you guys can see as I move to the screen, guys, this is like Switch Commerce. So like one of the things you guys are gonna need when you guys like do your ATM business is you're gonna need a platform where you manage everything, where they process payments, all these things. There's a lot of them out there. If you guys don't have one, hit me up. You guys can run under me. I don't charge you anything. These places do charge you. They charge you per transaction, like 20 cents, 15 cents, a bunch of cents. But then they start lowering how much they charge you based on the amount of transactions you have. That's why for like a beginner, if you're barely starting your ATM business, you are better off running under somebody, because they can probably waive a lot of those fees. Like say for example me, if you go under me, I'll waive all of those fees. Plus you get that mentorship, people. I get a lot of people hitting me up saying they need help, they need the contracts, they need all this, they need all that. And like, dude, I am so freaking busy with a bunch of different things, so I apologize for not getting back to you guys. But if you guys want my attention, one, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and make sure you guys comment below, because I honestly care more about my people who subscribe for me and like actually pay attention to me, because I'm giving you free value. And honestly, all I'm asking for is just for the bare minimum. So I do have a quick announcement at the end of this video, so you want to make sure you guys stay at the end of the video, because things are going to get a little bit more exciting for you guys. Because I decided to do something for you guys that's going to give you guys back a bunch of value. And honestly, it's just, I just want to build something with you guys. Anyways, let's get into the video in regards of like how much money this ATM location has. You guys can see, if you guys have never run an ATM, this is pretty much what it looks like. You can go through like terminals. Terminals is basically what the ATMs cost. These are all my locations here. I want to go into reports. So you can pull so many different types of reports on this thing, where like it'll tell you almost every little possible thing in detail. So I want to go ahead and get a monthly statement. So the name of my terminal, these are all little things that, you know, I'll eventually like tell you guys why they have numbers and all of them. Because honestly, in the beginning, when I just had one location, two locations, it was very easy to run. But once you pass like, I would say 10 locations, it starts to get a little harder. And that's why you need like either one, a lot more money, two, a lot more better systems and processes to make sure that you manage it. Even when it comes to like running 100 ATMs. I have a partner, like I said, he has like over 100 ATMs, and I help him manage his stuff too. And I've seen how he operates and stuff like that. So like, these are all little things, like I said, like go under somebody so you can learn all these things and not have to learn it yourself. Time is one of those things that, bro, like if I can just pay somebody for their time to like learn a bunch of the stuff that I had to learn the hard way, it'd be so much better for me. Where is this location? Where is this location? Where is this location? Where is this location? Paradise. If you see Paradise, there it is. So this location, all right? This location was referred to me by one of my other ATM locations. It's in a smoke shop. One of the things in the ATM business that they always say is, do not go to a smoke shop. They're the worst ATM locations ever. And by all means, I've seen so many people get smoke shops because these smoke shop people want them, right? But they just don't know how to push an ATM. Not saying that they're bad locations, because I have one good location, and honestly, it's one of my top locations. But these smoke shop people, if you don't run the thing to them and be like, hey, this machine is not meant to make you money, it's here to help you, but if you don't push these transactions towards the ATM, do not expect a paycheck. And that's what these, not even just smoke shops, but like every ATM location has to know this, is like, hey, push the ATM so you can lower how much you pay in fees and credit cards, debit cards, and all these other fees to just run your normal operation. They're called processing fees. Run the ATM business, use the ATM business. And then some of these people just don't know how to do it, don't want to do it, because people don't want to push other people to like, you know, use the ATM. So I told this guy, like, hey, I normally don't get smoke shops. Last time he referred me a smoke shop, it was a really, like, really bad location. I'm like, dude, I don't want this location. This location is in the middle of nowhere. It's in the hood. ATM looks like place looks like shit, to be quite honest with you. And I'm like, bro, I'd rather not. I'd rather just not install it. And the ATM owner was not, like, even being very friendly when I went there. So I'm like, you know what? Like, nah. So this new location, I went to go scope out the location, and I'm like, all right, let me go see what's up. It's like 10 minutes from where I already have my route, so it's like in between one of my ATMs and another. So I'm like, cool, it fits the route, perfect. It's like a great location because I don't have to add extra time to something that I'm already going to. Now it's gonna come down to, like, does it make sense to go here? So I went there, checked it out, checked out the location. It's a brand new smoke shop, one of the new ones that look amazing. Walked in there, people are friendly, talked to the owner, you know, build a relationship with him, told him exactly what I'm telling you guys now. Like, hey, this ATM is a service. I'm willing to go ahead and help you out. I'll give you the same deal that your friend has, just because, like, I need to test it out, bro. And that's what I tell people when it comes to, like, ATMs. Dude, you don't know whether it's going to be a good location. You don't know whether it's going to be a great location. You don't know whether it's going to be a bad location, bro. You just don't know. Like, you can be on the internet searching up, oh, what are all the good, like, ATM locations, and be surfing on the web and, like, try to, like, find the best location, bro, or, like, try to only go for dispensaries, try to go for only car washes. But, like, dude, you're going to go ahead and just get stuck there, because there's no such thing as a good location until you pretty much, like, actually put an ATM in there. Frick, I lost one. That's how you know whether it's going to be a good location or not. You don't know unless you put it in there. So I figured it was going to be a good location because my last location, he pushed ATMs, stuff like that. So, like, actually, let me go ahead and show you something else besides that. So all these little columns that you see here, surcharge column, dispense column, I want to show you guys this because this is how much money it needs to, like, operate. And some of you guys are operating very blindly and think that, oh my God, like, I have a bunch of money and it's going to go ahead and, like, make me a lot of money and stuff like that. But it's really not. So let's go back to June, which is when I got the first ATM location. So you can print out these monthly statements. They come out in Excels. In these Excel sheets, you can pretty much see how many transactions they did, the name of the location at the very top, how many transactions they did with, like, the amount dispensed, meaning how much money you ran through in that week. Anyways, this is the first month. So in the first month, if you see all the way down here, let me zoom it in. If you see all the way down here, the first month, I didn't even run it the entire month, did I? No, I missed, like, a couple days. And I could have pulled the whole 90 days, but I'd rather see you guys, let you guys see month to month exactly how much I made. Cool. In the first month alone, it made $552. That's how much one ATM location made me. One ATM. Now, let's be transparent and let's be real, and let's not tell everyone, like, oh my God, you're gonna make $500 off of one location. It's almost like a better property than a whole freaking real estate deal here in California. Like, no, I didn't keep all $500 because, one, I tell people not to do this, right? But honestly, because it is coming from a good business partner with that other ATM location, I told them I'll give them the same deal. Don't do this unless you know it's going to be a good location. I go ahead and split my surcharge amount with the store owner 50%. Now, this is insane. You never want to give 50%. It's rare that I ever give 50%. But if I have to, because I know it's going to be a good location, dude, I don't care, bro. I really don't care. I would do 50%. Now, if I could, because I'm the one that's taking the whole entire risk with all that money that's in there, I would prefer to do like a 65-35. Then it makes sense a little bit more. But with this location, another thing that I do besides charging the surcharge fee, so I charge, right? I charge $3.25 for this location. That's how much it charges to use that ATM, right? Every single transaction that goes over here that's approved, this is how much how much money they pulled out, and this is how much I charge. If you look at the numbers, sometimes the numbers are not even though it's 325, right? Like I have this number up here, 1335. Why does that happen? Well, there's another thing that you can do with the ATM locations, which is charge a percentage. Let's say, for example, somebody wants to take out like $200. $200 is a lot of money, bro. Like, I would rather them pull 20s than $200 because that means you're gonna have to go to the location and you're gonna have to fill it up more. If they pull out $200, I charge them a percentage, just 3% over whatever the minimum is, which for this location is 180. So they can take up to 180. Anything more, which is all the way up to $800, they get charged a fee, which that's where you make the big bucks. If you can run every single ATM location like that, then by all means run it that way, because that is how you make a bunch of money on these locations. This location is very like just single transactions, so it's not any like big days, any big hitters, anything like that. So it just does a good number. 162 transactions is how much it did. That's a very good location. Like I said, if you want like a decent location, 60 to 80 is like, okay, like be happy with that, bro. Like be very happy. As long as it's moving the money, it's consistent, that's cool. 160 location, now that is a very good location. I would keep this. I would be like, heck yeah, like dude, I'll buy this off of you. I would even vote it. Like I have enough money in here to vote it, meaning I can go ahead and get my money back of the money that I put in here and then let someone else run it for me and then just make a little bit less. Again, this is how you grow in the business, and these are a little bit more advanced stuff, but today we're just going over like, okay, like how much money can I really make in this ATM business? 552. Now this number here, which is the amount dispensed, this is how much money in the whole entire month it went through. And this is how you want to look at it, right? Like it has 8,480, right? That's how much money it ran through, 8,480. Divide that by 4 weeks, right? Because every single week, I go to this location once a week. It goes through about 2,120 bucks. So if I want to run this ATM location and not be worried about like, oh my God, it's going to run out of money, it's going to run out of money, it's going to be $3,000 a week. So $3,000 a week, which is just $3,000, like, okay? $3,000. Now, in the ATM location, at the end, make sure you guys stay at the end because I'm going to go over all the freaking numbers of like how much I spent in the ATM, how much it cost me, the whole entire like experience getting it, and then pretty much does the numbers make sense and when am I going to break even, right? So, that was the month of June. So we're at 552. Now let's go to the next month. The next month is in July. Dude, I'm gonna blur out the freaking address because I don't want you guys to see that shit. But whatever, it is what it is. Honestly, I should have just taken it out. Whatever. You guys can I'll blur it out. Anyways, July, this is the month of July. Same exact same thing. Now this is the full entire month. 133 transactions, did a little bit less. It did 452. 452 divided by 2, you're looking at about $225, right? Not bad, pretty good. Like, okay, like I'll take that, you know? Then I have this other one, which is the whole, like this month itself. This month is still not done yet. We still got one full week, but it's at 180 so far. So far it's at 180. We have a whole another week left and a couple days into the month. So there's like about 10 days left. 183, if I divide 10 days out of this, and should be doing another 50 transactions. So maybe it gets to 100 transactions this month. It's been getting a little slower. I don't know what's going on. But for the amount of money that's in there, for the transactions that it did, I would say if it hits 100, I'll be happy. If it doesn't, then something's going on and I don't know what. So altogether, 183 plus 500 something plus the 400 something. Got to do the math on that, see if it makes sense. But that's just 3 months, guys. 3 months, let's add that up. I'm just gonna round, bro, because honestly, I don't want to like do all the math stuff. I don't know why it did really good the first location, the first month, and then the second month it was like whatever. So in the last 3 months, this is how much money I made. $1,187. That's how much I made. Divide that by 3 months. I haven't done the math. I'm bringing in about 395. Oh wait, I divided it by 3 months. Divided by 2. Okay, and the last 3 months it's made about $593, and the month is not even done. So I'll probably add another, say, $100. So 693. So divide that by like 2, about $346. So about $350, right, is how much I'm making off of this ATM. So now let's look at how much did I actually spend in that ATM location, right? ATM. That ATM, I got it for a deal, which I got it for $1,100. Now there is something that I messed up on, which is the keypad. I ended up like messing up with the keypad because my dumbass was rushing through it, and I went ahead and actually like messed up the keypad while I was trying to fix everything. So it cost me an extra $450 for that keypad. And amount of volting that I need, right, is $3,000. $3,000. So all in, right? All in to this location. Oh, and the wireless. I forgot the wireless. Wireless was about $150 or something like that. So all in, really, I don't count the $3,000 just because like I don't really like lose that money. Like I still have that money, right? $1,700 is how much I went into that location, and that's a steal because a new brand new ATM costs you about like 28, almost $3,000 nowadays. So like half of the cost. But I wouldn't recommend this unless you know how to buy a used ATM. And this was a steal. It's an older one. It didn't, whatever. I don't really like buying used ones, but I would recommend always buying a new one. But if you know what you're doing, buy a used one. $1,700. I'm making about 3,000, like $350 a month. That's not gonna work. I don't know how to use Excel, guys. Sorry. $1,700 divided by $350 in about 4 months, right? In about 4 months, which is next month, I would have made all my money back on the ATM. So everything that I invested, I will be able to get it back within like 1 month and a half. And then the $3,000, if I wanted to recoup it back, I can. I'll just tell somebody, hey, can you vote my location? I give you this one, I give you another one, I give you a third one. And they'll probably do it, bro, if they have the capital. And then I'll make my $3,000 back. And then now if I only made like $1 off of this location, right? I usually pay my voters anywhere from 75 cents to $1, depending on what locations I give them. So let's say I give this guy 75 cents because I'm going to give him a good one too. 75 cents out of 133, he'll make about $100 a month just voting, which is just going to this thing once a week. It's about $100 a month. This is nothing. I would still make, like minus 250. I would make about $150 without doing anything at all. And this is like super, super passive. This is the most passive of a business that you can possibly get to, is by doing this exact same thing, which is like getting a good location, getting the numbers to make sense, passing it off to someone that can vote it for you, and then just sitting back and collecting the money, and hopefully nothing breaks down. And yeah, that is pretty much like how much I went ahead and made for the last 3 months in the ATM location, guys. So I don't know what else to tell you guys. This is as transparent as I possibly can be. Not every single location is a unicorn. You're not always gonna make $1,000. You're not always gonna make $2,000. It is rare. Those locations are rare. I had one. It slowed down. It's not the same anymore. The business goes up. The business goes down. That's just part of the game. It's seasonal sometimes. You just don't know. That's why it's always recommended you have to get a lot. Now, get a lot. The losers, you sell them off, change the location, and that's just part of the game. I don't know what else to tell you guys. Besides the fact that, like, hey, yes, you can make money in the ATM business. It's a way to make money into the ATM business. But altogether, you want to go ahead and, like, take a risk, bro. Like, take a risk. Take a risk in regards of like how much you're actually going to possibly make. And now you guys have the actual real numbers of like how much can you make in an ATM business. This is 3 months in my new location, and I told you guys from the very beginning like it was gonna look like a new location. Guys, if you guys made it this far into the video, make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and follow me for more information. Go to my Instagram, follow me there, because I'm always, you can hit me up there more faster than anything else. Unless this right here, the end of the video, guys, I have an announcement for you guys. I'm gonna make another video about this later, so make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. But I have so many people hitting me up on Instagram about like, how do you do this, how do you do that, how do you do this. Last week or like a month ago, like I helped this other guy like start his new ATM business, and he has a barbershop, and kudos. I just don't have the time for anyone, plus you guys aren't paying me, stuff like that, and I don't want to charge, nor do I want to coach people. But I know there's people that need help to just get to the level that I'm at. I told people like, dude, I'm not rich. I'm not really up there. I don't have a lot of money. I'm not like up there. This is me just documenting the journey so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. And if you want to hop on and get to where I'm at so we can both get there, that's the dream outcome that I want. Is I just want to build a community around hustlers and people who just want to make money and get to the top. And I don't want to get to the top by myself, which is why I don't know if you guys have followed Alex Hormozi. He dropped the whole entire like new thing. I invested some money into all that stuff, and I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about it later for the big announcement. But for you guys that watch today's video, make sure you guys pay attention, because next video is gonna be even better than this one, and I'm gonna give you guys so much more value, and you guys are gonna be like making so much money. It's gonna be ridiculous. I hope you guys make more money than me. I'm building a community. I am finally building a community. I have a bunch of stuff going on, and I'm gonna build a community for hustlers, people just like me, people that, you know, just need a little help. Not from the guy that's all the way at the top, because those people honestly, they just want to sell you stuff, but from the person that's riding the wave and getting up there. So I'm not gonna charge you a shitload. I'm not gonna charge you like a lot of people charge like a bunch of like money. No, because I want friends, bro. I really want friends, but I want friends that are gonna be out there putting in work. So as of right now, if you guys are hearing this, it's going to be $50 just to start, just to join the community. You guys are going to get a bunch of free stuff. Not only do you guys get access to all my ATM contracts, you get access to all my ATM systems. You guys get access to me pretty much like 1 hour every single Sunday, most likely. I will go over anything that you guys want, whether it's the ATM business, whether it's a side hustle, whether it's like just being better in your life, any of that stuff. I'd rather not talk about self-improvement because that kind of sucks and is boring and I don't want to hear it anymore. Just business. And I will give you access to everything that I bought in the Alex Hormozi's like new drop. So you guys are gonna get all of that stuff. I paid for it, but because you guys are my part of my community, I paid 10x the amount that you're gonna be paying for. And you guys get access to that because I want you guys to succeed, because we need a lot more business owners in this world and we want more people to succeed. And I want you guys to get out of the bottom. Get out of the bottom, go to the level that I'm at so we can both get to the level that's at the very top, right? Because making 6 figures is very easy. I've already done it. I want to go ahead and get to the whole entire, like, you know, making $500,000 type of mark and making way more than that. And I'm talking about profit. I'm not talking about revenue. I'm talking about profit, money in your pocket. That's where I want to go. So if you guys are going to the same journey, like, hop on this ride, guys. I'm going to go ahead and help you guys out. I want you guys to be part of my community. I want you guys to succeed. I want you guys to follow your dreams. I want you guys to risk it all, because honestly, bro, like, we're all going to die, and why don't you want to risk it all? Like, I just don't understand why you don't want to. So be on the lookout for that. It's going to be on school. I still haven't figured out all the kinks and winks because I have a bunch of stuff going on in the construction company. And like I said, for me, this content stuff is fun. I'm documenting everything, but the most important thing is getting this construction company off of the ground. And I think I am having a good plan next week on what I'm going to be doing. I got a bunch of people starting. I got 10 people starting as canvassers. I got ads. I got this new promotion that I learned from the Alex Hormozi thing, and you guys can try it too in whatever business that you guys want to do. So if you guys liked today's video, make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Again, I am as transparent as you can possibly be. I don't want to go ahead and sell you guys anything that's fluff and fuff. It is hard. It's a risk. You don't know whether this thing's going to work. Look at this ATM location, dude. If I would have bought this ATM location and it would have sucked, right? I spent $1,700 on this location. I would have been out $1,700 and I would have been having to find a brand new location, dude. I would have to be finding a brand new location to put this ATM, and I don't have the space to it, so I'm gonna have to do it. So the worst thing that you can do sometimes when it comes to starting a business is lose money. But that's part of the game, bro. Like, you're gonna lose money. I've lost so much money. It's ridiculous how much money I've lost over the years because I just invest and I learn, and I invest and I learn, and I invest and I learn, and I invest and I learn. That's the whole process, bro. Like, I lose money all the freaking time, bro. All the fucking time. And people don't understand it. Think it's like you're always gonna win, you're always gonna win, you're always gonna win. No, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. That's part of the game. You're gonna get rejected. You're gonna get rejected. You're gonna lose. You're gonna get rejected. You're gonna lose. You're gonna reject it. But that one time that you actually do win, bro, that's the time that you remember, and that's the time that pushes you forward. And those are the things that I want to tell you guys in the community. Tell you guys to be real and just like hustle, bro, and keep you guys accountable to make sure that you guys follow your dreams. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time.